Hi, I'm Rob. We're here at the Malt Miller and we're brewing with James.
Hey everyone, it's Jim here from Jim's Brew. I'm here today at the Malt Miller in Swindon with Rob. Hey Rob,
Hello James.
Thanks for having me.
No worries, you're welcome here today.
We've come in today to do a brew day. We're going to be using the amazing setup that the guys here have got at the Malt Miller and using all their equipment. Rob's going to talk us through all of that shortly. And today we're going to be brewing a clone of Hidden Agenda, which is one I picked up from the Craft Beer homebrew book. Put some details in the description for you to have a look at if you want to copy it, and we'll get the recipe details and publish it as well on the BrewTube Facebook group. I think we're up to mash temperature already.
We're up to mash temperature.
Yeah.
It's all ready to go, ready for us to go in.
Cool. So Rob's now going to talk us through the brew stations that they've got set up here that we're going to be using today to brew our beer. Rob.
Okay, so here we have the actual grandfather unit itself. We're obviously using the connect control box. And the actual grandfather itself is on a trolley, so we can move that about. That will come in handy later on for cleaning and when we're starting. So moving up, we have the counterflow chiller here. Normally, as the grandfather stands, as you get it out of the box, this chiller is actually designed to sit on the top of the grandfather unit. We've actually found as a modification, it's far easier to have it off the top of the grandfather and mount it horizontally. That will come into its own place. I'll show you how easy that is. And then up here we have the Sparge water heater. Now with the grandfather unit, we can no Sparge, we can cold Sparge, or we can hot Sparge. So we've got the Sparge unit so that we can do however we want.
Yeah.
And we've also made a couple of modifications to that as well. We've added a stainless steel one-piece tap. Now that valve there allows us to completely adjust the flow, so we can regulate the flow going in as it's Sparging. We've also added a thermo well, and we run it off an Inkbird, so that we don't have to worry about using the less accurate temperature gauge. We can actually run it off the Inkbird and the temperature is much more accurate.
Yeah. Excellent. And these have got the grandfather connect, haven't they? Which connects to
the connect control
iPad,
box. So we're straight onto we're using an iPad, but yeah, there's the Android app that it can use. So this directly connects to the control box to give you full control over Bluetooth. So you can actually use it manually on the box, or it's actually easier just to brew straight on the iPad. And we can import any recipe, as we have done today with your Hidden Agenda recipe. We can import it into the Grandfather Connect app, which then directly syncs it into the unit. So all of the hot profiles, the hot steps are all added directly in. So that once we hit the go button, it tells us exactly what to do.
Nice.
And what stage.
stress-free brew days then, right?
Okay, so here we are in the malt room. Now all of the malts that we get in, we buy in whole and we crush fresh to order if that's what the customer requires.
Yeah.
So here we are today with this Hidden Agenda clone. All the malts whole at the moment. We're going to put it through the grain mill, straight into a trug here, and then we can immediately go in with it.
Amazing. And I don't know, for me personally, it's a major advantage being able to order my grain crushed. I don't have a mill at home, and to be honest, I wouldn't like the thought of hand milling or building a mill with a drill or anything like that.
That's an option for some people. However, knowing that how fresh your malt is, because we put a date on the bag of when it was crushed, it's crushed on the day of dispatch. You know exactly when it's been crushed.
Well, now we're going to be mashing in.
No worries.
Talk us through what we're doing.
Okay, so we're going to take the lid off now. Put the grain basket in. We also supply this what they call a grain stopper. So we just put this in here. It stops any of the grain going down the tube, which
Yep.
will put it into the bottom filter section. We don't want it there. We want it actually in the grain basket.
Yep.
Okay, so if I can get you to start giving it a bit of a stir, and I'll start adding the grain. So now we need to fill up the Sparge tank with
Yep.
14 litres of Sparge water.
So we've just had the notification to tell us that
It's just beeped at us, so we're now ready to go ahead and start the Sparge. So we've got Sparge with 14 litres of hot liquor from the tank here. First of all, we just need to take the arm off and pull the grain basket.
Yeah.
We're ready to do that now. This is where it's handy to have the thing on wheels.
yeah,
Because you can now move it about. So you just want to drop it back a bit. So just want to push this grain basket down.
again, the smell coming off that is just
Put this back up.
amazing.
There we go. So just want to keep, because we've got the adjustable valve here, we can adjust the flow.
Yeah,
Ask 100 brewers and get 100 different answers. Yeah, everyone finds their own way with this. Personally, I want to keep about an inch of liquor on top of the grain bed,
yeah,
and I'll put the pipe in at an angle so that when it goes in, it's going to go on a whirlpool. The idea is that we have liquor flowing through the grain bed and it doesn't channel through. So you've not, so all of the grain has been rinsed,
yeah,
not just the channel. Okay. We've done a slight adjustment to the Sparge tank. So this tap is at a different level to this one.
yeah,
So we can still use the scale here. We just overfill it and then use the bottom mark. So we've just got a cable tie. So when we sparge, we're going to sparge down to where the cable tie is. So just start up there now. So this tank's at 76 degrees.
yeah,
We know it's at 76 degrees, so we've got it on the input just here. Okay, so we've now reached the boil point. We've taken the grain basket off the top.
Yeah.
That's now disposed of. So we're now into the boil with the hop stage. So we use a hop spider because we're going to use pellet hops. It's much easier just to use a hop spider, and we found no difference in the utilisation of hops whatsoever. Using a hop spider, they're actually very good. Much easier to clean out than
yeah,
so we just need to put these first edition of the hops in now.
yeah. So we've got 9 grams of Magnum.
These are just smaller on those. So just get that open. And these can just go straight into the hop spider. Job done. And then it will tell us. We'll just hit the set button. That will now time the hops. That will time the hops, and it will beep again when we need to do our next hop addition.
Cool. Okay.
Okay, so we've got the alarm going off to tell us that we've got another hop addition to do. So this is the 10-minute hop addition of. And these are summer hops. We're going to use whole leaf hops for this addition. So here we go. We're using the hop spider again.
And I'm right in saying it's 26 grams, I believe.
26 grams. The recipe's calling for you.
Yeah.
So we're in the last 10 minutes of the boil.
Yeah.
So this gives us an opportunity now to sterilise the chiller. So we've actually got the pump on. We can connect it all up. We can put the pump on, and we're going to pump back into the grain father unit.
Yeah.
Also, at this point,
because we're pumping back in, we can put the inlet pipe into the hop spider, so it's actually flowing over the hops, which is kind of a bit of an added bonus. We're now, it's calling for another edition, which is the 5-minute edition.
Yeah.
So I just knocked that off.
And that again, that's another 26 grams of the summer.
26 grams of the summer, yeah. So I'll pop those in. We're recirculating. Get all those hops wet. Okay, so that's now the boil over.
Yeah.
We're still recirculating. The pump's still on. And we're going to add these what we call flame out hops, 0-minute hops, steep hops. So we're all doing the same thing. We're going to put them in. Some people will chill that down to 80 degrees before they put these in.
Yeah.
Other people put it in straight after the boil. Just depends on your personal preference, what the recipe says. But in this instance, we are putting these straight in, straight after the boil. And it's now we're ready to chill the work. We've come to the end of the steeping period.
Yeah.
So we're going to turn the pump off. We can do that directly on the connect control box here.
Yeah.
So now instead of recirculating into the grain father, we want to put the wort straight into the fermenter. Now that fermenter there has been sanitised, so we know that's fresh and ready to go.
Yeah, good to go.
So, and again, ask different brewers, you always get different answers, but I prefer to transfer it from the kettle into the fermenter with the lid on.
Yeah.
We just want that period between the end of the boil and cooling to when the yeast takes off is the most likely time infections are going to take hold. So we want to just limit that as much as possible.
Yeah, get that contact with the air right now.
You got it, yeah. So let's go straight into the fermenter. We're going to clamp that lid down just a little bit, just enough to hold it so that we're absolutely positive that the pipe's not going to come out.
Yeah.
That would be a disaster at this stage.
Yeah. You're going to lose all of that hard work.
You've got it, and then we're going to connect up our water source. Like so, just move that slight. Again, it's so on wheels, it's just so easy to move it.
Yeah.
So I just want that completely away. Back and do. Put that the other side, so it's right down in that place. So get any drips totally away from any work. So
yeah, you wouldn't want any of that extra water making its way into
definitely not. You know, I feel it's hard work.
Yeah.
Do that. So here we've got the drain. So this is the red one. This goes down the drain.
Yeah.
We're going to turn on our water source.
Good thing about the taps that you've installed there, obviously, is you can control the flow rate.
Absolutely. Yeah, and also we're right next to the sink here. So if I want hot water, the water that's going to be cooling this work is obviously cold. It comes out of the other end of the counter where I can chiller hot. I can use that water straight away in the sink. So we try not to waste it. So now I'm going to turn the pump back on.
Yeah.
And that's now going to be flowing into the fermenter.
Brilliant.
At this stage, a lot of people would drop the wort into the fermenter from a height that gives it good aeration, which is what you want at this stage. In this circumstance, I know that you're going to be taking this wort home back to your car, and that's going to do a cracking job of aerating on the way home, so we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, I won't be going around there doing this too.
We'll give you a flat lid, so you'll be fine. Oh, that was at the wrong time, wasn't it?